All right, so Pokemon Presents happened today. There was two things on there that I really wanted to talk about, and that's Pokemon Champions and Pokemon ZA. And so let's go ahead and we're gonna watch the first bit of the presentation for Pokemon Champions, talk about that, and then in a later video we'll do Pokemon ZA. So let's go ahead and roll the Champions clip.
Pokemon Champions. In this title, you can enjoy the battles you know and love from the Pokemon series on your Nintendo Switch or mobile device. You can invite your previous Pokemon partners to join the action by linking with Pokemon Home, or you can find new partners to battle alongside you right away from within Pokemon Champions. You can recruit Pokemon to your team to battle alongside you. It's up to you which Pokemon to choose. Recruit Pokemon you're interested in and form a team. Then it's finally time for Pokemon battles. You can enjoy ranked battles that let you face off against trainers from around the world, as well as private battles where you can take on family and friends with greater immersion than ever before. Take on thrilling matches in single battles and double battles. Finally, we'd like to introduce you to a new way to raise Pokemon that lets you enjoy battles even more. Pokemon Champions offers ways to make raising your Pokemon more flexible and convenient than ever. Teach your Pokemon moves that interest you, then train your Pokemon to make the most of them. Recruit and train to easily enjoy Pokemon battling. Bringing Pokemon battles to everyone. Pokemon Champions. Planned to release in 2026.
All right, so the first things first, it looks great. It looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. However, I think one of my biggest fears is coming to fruition, and that is we saw that you can recruit your Pokemon as long as you pay the VP, or the virtual points, or whatever they're going to call it now. I don't know. Sorry, I know this light's really bright, but I'm out in my garage. It's hot as hell here. Anywho, so those VP, that's where I figure the microtransactions are going to kick in, because hey there folks, this is Future Editing TWG. Comes to find out you cannot buy the victory points, and yeah, they're called victory points, so that's great news. That has me even more excited. All right, let's go ahead and continue, because it seems like with the VP, that's how you're going to recruit your Mons if you don't port them in via home. Or that's how you're going to, or that's how you change up their move sets, and it basically becomes the slider system like they have on Pokemon Showdown. So that I figured was going to happen. A lot of us figured it was going to be like Pokemon Showdown, you know, your standard battle simulator where you're going to be able to change your IVs, change your EVs, change your move sets, change your natures, blah 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 blah. Put items on, so on and so forth. That's why Pokemon Home I think is going to be a really really cool thing, because you don't have to raise the VP. Now, I'd imagine the VP is going to be a reward-based system, like for do so many battles, do so many dailies, do blah, 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 and you'll eventually rack them up to buy stuff. Or for the low, low price of probably like $19.99 or something like that, you're going to be able to get a couple thousand. I knew it was going to happen as soon as they said that it was coming to mobile, because we saw it with Pokemon Go, we saw it with Pokemon Unite. Now that they're bringing in their own battle simulator where you're going to be able to have all of these new things, why not make a little bit of extra money on it? That's why that was one thing that I was worried about. It was one thing that I was very much worried about, the microtransactions. But as long as it is, as long as you're still able to use Pokemon Home with it, you can just bring your Mons in. You can raise your Mons in-game, port them into Pokemon Home, bring them to Pokemon Champions, and run amok. Now, I'm really excited for it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Pokemon Showdown, I like playing the original games, but I think it's going to be really cool to be able to use all the gimmicks. So, Megas, Gigantamax, Dynamax, Terra, so on and so forth, Z moves. I think that's going to be really, really cool. I'm not looking forward to the people who are just like, well, it's just going to be pay to win. Or you can play the regular game get your mons up that way, and then port them in. But a lot of people, they probably don't want to do that, so they're just gonna recruit the mons and go from there. So I'm excited for it. It looks really neat. I was hoping that the microtransactions weren't going to be a thing, but since it's a mobile game too, it was bound to happen. So tell me, what are your thoughts? This is the first time I'm doing a video like this here, so you get to see all my flabby. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for it. And I just want to know what you guys think. So let me know in the comment section down below, or Stitch, or don't. Just scroll on through. If you made it this far, great. That's awesome. Thanks. I appreciate you. All right, guys. Have yourselves a good one. And we're going to go talk about ZA now.